is just stay hungry and learn. Just learn as you go and build meaningful connections with the people along your journey.
Hello and welcome back to Talk with Onyinye. Today we have a very special interview with a special guest, Damian Baker. He is a cloud accounting specialist and he's actually the head cloud accounting manager at Outsourced CFO based in South Africa. Damian, I'm very honored to have you here.
No, thank you so much. I'm actually so excited to have a chat with you today. Really excited for it. And yes, I'm keen to learn from what you guys are doing and give some of my insight to your followers as well. So very keen to have this chat. I'm quite excited.
Great. So basically, this interview, we're just going to explore what cloud accounting is, who needs it, and how one can get into the line of getting to know the basics of cloud accounting.
If you have any questions, go for it, and I'll give you some of the insight that I have and tell people about the industry and give them some insight on how they can join it and what the benefits of it. So yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah, exactly, because there are not much materials in the field of cloud accounting. I mean,
no, there isn't much because it's a relatively new field as well, because cloud accounting's been around for a couple of years now as well. But let's be honest, with an African environment, there's quite a few clients or people that's still stuck on, how can I put it, legacy accounting, where you have to go get a CD, install it on your computer, download it, and update it on an annual basis. That is becoming a bit redundant in the industry that we're finding ourselves in. And cloud accounting in general, just what that is, it means that you can do your accounting online. Like, we all have our cell phones where we have emails on our phones, we have social media applications on our phone. That's cloud technology. The thing is, accounting now has moved into the cloud as well, so giving you the ability to do your accounting no matter where you are in the world, and you're not confined to a computer that's standing on a desk that's plugged into the internet. Pretty much you can do it on any tablet, a cell phone, a tablet, a computer, any device that's connected to the internet. You can then actually do your accounting. So as for small business owners, it is a fundamental change that will help them scale their businesses, gives them insight on their phone as to where they are at any given point in time, because the data is live. You don't have to go back to your office, turn the computer on, load the program, and then start doing your accounting. You can start doing your accounting live as you are hustling to get the work done. And if we look at the small and medium businesses, enterprises, that this is the sweet spot software to use, you can literally, for example, let's say you a plumber, hypothetically. You go to your client, you finish the job, you take out your phone, you send an invoice to the client there and then. Then they get it immediately via email, and that enables you to get income quicker into your company as well, because your clients get the invoice significantly quicker as well. So it just speeds up that process of getting money into your business, and the technology enables you to do it. You can even on your tablet, your cell phone, actually see which of your clients owes you money at any point in time in a live environment. Literally take the phone, go through your list and say, Mr. So-and-so is owing me X amount of money. Click on the contact name and you can directly phone them from the cloud system as well, obviously through your network carrier. But it's just speeding up how you do business versus what it was a few years ago, where it was very outdated and you constantly had to sit and spend copious amounts of time updating your accounting records. So it's a fundamental shift.
Okay, so before you go further with the explanation, what describes the cloud accounting specialist? Who is cloud accounting specialist?
So if we look at who's a cloud accounting specialist, or it's just an environment that it is an accounting professional like myself and the team members that we have working at Outsource CFO. We then assist small to medium business and even some larger organizations that we help you with your accounting work. As a business owner, you might not necessarily have the time to focus on the administrative work about reconciling your bank accounts and all of that. And that's where we step in as cloud accountants. We act as your accountant remotely, and we update your accounting records, we reconcile your bank accounts, we give you the accounting reports, we help to make sure that your company maintains compliant, that you don't have to worry about your taxes, you don't have to worry about your Company Act criteria. We will deal that on your behalf for you. So that means as a cloud accounting specialist, we eliminate that burden for a business owner to make sure your company is running effectively and maintains compliant. So we deal with that. And obviously the cloud element is we do that with technology that is in the cloud. So you can see your accounting records, we can see your accounting records, and we don't even necessarily have to be in the same country. That's the beauty behind it. Cloud accounting is now opening up the world to major opportunities, and it is just breaking down barriers for accounting firms like us to service clients even in Nigeria, even in the US, the UK, Australia. We have clients all over the world that we offer accounting services to, and that is only done through the cloud accounting technology that we use.
So I know you tried to differentiate between usual accounting that we do and cloud accounting, but is there any other difference between accounting and cloud accounting?
There is a fundamental difference between the two. However, we still do the same type of work. We update your accounting records, we give you management accounts, we submit your VAT returns depending on which legislation you are in, we submit your income tax returns. So in general, we do the same type of work, but it's how it's delivered that is different. So a generic accountant that's using legacy accounting software that's desktop based, in general, the work is prepared quickly as well, but it is quite a big involvement from the business owner, because business owner has to provide all of the data in a manual format, PDF documents, provides the paperwork, where the cloud accounting environment is where we work together on the same system online. So we can, it's pretty much live real-time work that we work with each other. So that is one of the main fundamental differences, is the way we execute the work, where legacy accounting practices use desktop software that pretty much installed on the computer, it's processing it that way. Where cloud accounting is we work together on the same system and we provide live input to businesses as well, giving you the power to make more informed decision on more accurate data.
Earlier, you actually tried to walk us through how small businesses actually benefit from cloud accountants firms like yours. Like, can you buttress on that point? Because I don't think most small businesses actually go on to hire or to outsource accounting. But I think most times they feel like something that they can figure out on their own, or feel like it's
that's a very valid question, because let's be honest, getting a cloud accounting specialist in to help you in your business, there is an additional operational cost involved with that now. But the thing is, we've had a lot of our clients as will come to us and say, yeah, but we potentially can do it ourselves. But the argument is, yes, you can. But what is the main focus for you as a business owner? Is it being caught up in doing administrative work to grow your business, or just to do your accounting and slow it down, where that time that you spend on keeping admin up to date can actually just be outsourced, and it is fractionally cheaper than hiring a full-time accountant as well? And you focus on growing your business, getting new sales, getting processes in place, and we work alongside you to make sure that your business is growing. And that administrative burden is our problem, not yours. So that's how a cloud accounting specialist actually helps small businesses, even though it's sometimes seen as an additional expense. But at some point in time, that expense is going to actually help you grow your company, because it releases some of your time. Granted, there is going to be scenarios that you have to be involved with the accounting. You have to send out your invoices. We can't do that necessarily because we're not on the ground with your business. You interact with your clients, you know when invoices need to go out, but the cloud technology makes that process so much simpler. Where previously some clients have paper invoices that they write out, and you sometimes forget who you did work for. And now with the cloud apps that we have, it just makes things significantly better. And when we speak about technologies, we use a technology that is called Xero. So it's XERO. And it's an international software that works all over the world. And it just is created by business owners for business owners. And it just makes your life so much simpler as well, because it is business owner terminology that you want to use, and it's not very labor intensive processes involved of getting your work out. It's just simple, so easy to use for business owners, and you don't necessarily have to have a detailed understanding of accounting to use these accounting systems on a business owner level.
Yeah, and nowadays everyone is going nuts for automation. People like things that are doing, as people like things that spare them, much of the hassle of going to do this and do that, especially because we business owners didn't really go to school to study accounting. So I don't really understand why they should, spend half of their time trying to figure out the things.
Now, what we need to realize is that initially, business owners have an environment that cash flow is tight and everything, and you might not necessarily have the cash flow initially to hire an outsource accounting team. But that's where it's important. If you start your company, if you start on the right platform, let's say you start using Xero as your accounting system, you're already one step ahead because you have an appropriate platform that you're using, and later on, an accounting team can just jump in and help you fix some of the accounting records that might not have been done 100% effectively. But you want a tool that will be able to tell you, I have X amount of money outstanding. My customers owe me this much money. I owe my suppliers this much money. Instead of remembering everything in your head, having an Excel schedule, having paper that you have to keep track of it's just alleviating that mental fatigue on keeping track of all of this. So it just puts you at ease if you use the right system.
Yeah. So do you have a sort of plan for small businesses, working with small businesses and working with medium businesses? Because I know certain small businesses on a tight budget will feel barriers. They try to not want to. So do you have certain plans?
Definitely. And the advice is, if there's any business owner that's going to approach the accounting firm, you have to have a discussion with your accounting firm to understand what are your needs as a business owner. Granted, I can sell the full bells and whistles about every possible service that we can do, but initially a startup company doesn't need everything. They just need the basics. I need access to an accounting system that I can do my invoicing and see who owes me money and who I owe money. Great, we can provide that for you. Now the next thing is, what do you need us to do? Do you need us to help you reconcile your bank account on a monthly basis? Just so that you don't have to worry about that one. And obviously what we normally then include with our services is a tax compliance and financial statements. In essence, no matter where you are in the world, in general, you need financial statements and you need to apply to the tax authorities as well. So as a minimum, we include that with bookkeeping. We include the financial statements and tax compliance, and in certain regions there is Companies Act criteria. That is a minimum compliance work that we give to clients. Then as your company starts scaling, now you have employees. So we offer payroll services as well, that your employees get paid, the taxes are deducted, they get their pay slips. Then your company gets a bit larger, you want to see what is going on. We can provide management accounts on a quarterly, monthly basis. So that's a set of management accounts, gives you an insight as to what is happening in your business. For example, we'll run management accounts for now our clients for March, showing them what was their income, what was their expenditure, who owes them money, who you owe money to. As a business owner, that's a summary of what is happening within your company. And obviously, if you get a bit larger, we help some of our clients with a budget as well. So you prepare a budget, we import that into the Xero accounting system. And when you run management accounts, you have budget versus actual. So now you can see I budgeted to spend X amount on hypothetically marketing, but my marketing spend this month was more than budgeted. Whoa, let's look into this. Why is that happening? So when you approach an accounting firm, don't just accept a firm that's going to tell you that, listen here, here's this full suite of services that you need, which might not be the case at that point in time. As your company scales, you'll progressively need more input, more work from your accounting firm. But you might not necessarily need everything. But be that as it may, there is certain scenarios that when you approach an accounting firm, there will be some sub-minimum services that will be included in that engagement. Like I mentioned, the bookkeeping, the financial statements, the tax compliance, that might be a minimum level of service that most firms offer. But shop around as well. There's very competitive pricings out in the market, but what you need to realize is you need to connect to a cloud firm that has your interest at heart and has an understanding of your industry. Because let's be honest, there's thousands of different industries in the market. Granted, there is some firms that have exposure in a lot of different industries, but pick the firm that has more clients similar to you, because then they can provide insights into other companies doing similar work to you. So you've got that trusted business advisor that's got industry-specific knowledge as well.
My next question would be for people who want to delve into this line of work. So what skills do you possess right now that, make you a good fit for the role of a cloud accountant, and how have you been able to leverage these skills while working for clients? I mean, if I'm asking on behalf of people who might want to go into this line of work, who are actually entry level in this cloud.
So if you want to go into the cloud accounting work environment, there is some academic criteria. Obviously, you have to have studied as well. I have studied for a big portion of my life. You need tertiary education. So there's many different options out there. For example, in South Africa, where we're based, is you go and do a BCom degree that's got either major subjects within accounting, or you go do a BCom accounting sciences degree. Then after that, there is something that's called articles, and there's different options that's currently within the world. For example, in South Africa, we have SAICA articles, so that's your chartered accountant articles. Then we've got something called SAIPA articles, which is professional accountant articles. And then we have CIMA, which is an international one as well. So that's the Chartered Institute of Management Accountants. And there's also ACCA within your region as well. So there's various different options to become a specialist within the accounting industry. For example, ACCA and CIMA is a self-paced learning environment that you start with different modules, you write exams, and afterwards you have a professional accounting designation where you can provide accounting support and accounting advice to clients. So there is, first of all, the academic route that you have to follow, and then there's a bit of an article and experience process that you have to go through. And this is a bit of a longer process that you have to take, but you'll get to the point after your articles that you actually have insights into the industry. You've got the theoretical knowledge, and then you build up the practical knowledge from there. And if you want to move into a cloud accounting specialist area, then go work for an accounting firm that specializes in cloud accounting. Build up that practical knowledge after articles. Gain experience with different clients. I've been in the industry now for more than 11 years. It's ridiculous, it's quite long already. But the insights that I have gained from my articles to date is absolutely invaluable. I've worked with so many different types of clients, so many different types of industries. And with each of these industries, you learn industry-specific factors that can be applied to other industries, can be applied to other clients as well. So it is an academic route, a practical training route, and then there's just gain that experience. And the beauty with the cloud accounting aspect now, we have team members working all over South Africa. We've even had team members work in different regions in the world. because the technology that we're using has enabled you to work remotely wherever you want to. But it has a special skill set. You have to have attention to detail. You have to be able to manage your time effectively. And you have to have great people skills, because the irony is, being an accountant, you're not just stuck in books the whole time. You interact with your clients on a regular basis, and you have to understand their needs. So I would say that would be some of the knowledge and experience I can hand over to people that want to go into this industry. But hey, if you want to have more chats with me, follow me on LinkedIn as well. I put some posts out on a regular basis as well about the industry, share cloud accounting insights. So they can definitely follow me on LinkedIn as well.
Yeah, you also do post job opportunities with regards to
Often.
I see that. So before I ask the next question, you have about 3 postgraduate degrees. Did they play a role into this, or were they just things that you just got for with some other reason?
Oh, that's my academic journey has been very interesting. So I started off with a BCom accounting degree at the University of Pretoria in South Africa. So I finished my degree, and then I went over to the University of South Africa, so UNISA, and I did a postgraduate diploma in accounting sciences. Then after that, I did a postgraduate diploma in computer auditing out of interest. So then part of that, I got a professional designation. I'm an associate general accountant with SAICA as well. And my journey has been very interesting. I started off with a pure auditing route. So where we go into companies, we audit their records and we express an opinion on that. That's where I initially started. And then I started venturing out into computer-assisted auditing techniques, data analysis. That's where I found my love for cloud-based technology, how it speeds up the environment. And then throughout my academic year, there's a lot of systems that I was involved with. I liked it. And then in my working environment, I took different routes. Started off auditing, went into data analysis and computer-assisted auditing techniques, and then I moved into cloud accounting as well. And what I would say the biggest advice I would give people with their career journey is just learn as much as you can. There's so much knowledge to be gained. Be a sponge, absorb as much as you can, because you never know when that information might be needed again. And like I said, maybe my journey wasn't very clear cut to get to cloud accounting. I didn't necessarily start my academic life and say, I want to become a cloud accounting specialist. Initially, I wanted to go straight into auditing, but it changed. So your journey can change. And never look at it as, how can I say, a failure that you don't go into the initial journey that you wanted to. There is scenarios that you do take a different path. But as long as you learn and gain valuable knowledge and you can apply that to the next chapter of your life, you're moving forward. And that knowledge is going to be a differentiating factor for someone that went straight to one specific industry. So I have 3 different types of industry knowledge that can be applied currently. So it's never something that you should shy away from. Gain knowledge. And if you end up doing a job in the future that was different to what you started with, it's not the end of the world. You gained significant knowledge through that where your other counterparts that went straight to that industry might not have. So it's a differentiating factor.
Someone said no knowledge is a waste. Yeah. So I'm going to go back to small businesses or medium businesses who would want to hire a cloud accountant. What should they look out for, just in case, come across this video and they're looking into hiring a cloud accountant for them?
If you're looking to hire a cloud accountant, look at a firm that's got experience within your industry. I would say that is critically important because they can then give you insight into what other companies in that industry is doing that will help you out. That's what I would say is number 1. Then the second factor is get a firm that is using technology to its fullest. You don't want a firm that says, yes, we offer cloud accounting services, but the firm itself is not a cloud accounting firm. What I mean by that is, do they offer their own services in cloud. Like if we tell clients to use Xero, we use Xero as well for our accounting records. They need to practice what they preach. So that is quite important. The industry, they need to practice what they preach. They use the systems that they're telling you to use as well. And you need to have a connection with your accountant because they play a valuable role in your company. So it's important. Can I relate to this person? And can we communicate effectively? If there's a barrier to your communication or there's a personality clash, maybe it's not the right firm for you. And like I said, there's other firms out there that potentially can be a better fit.
So I'm just going to ask you this one last question, and that will be for people who are listening, who are trying to struggle between making the right choices in their life right now, going into the right career path, in choosing business, choosing career. What advice would you give your 18-year self based on your experience?
The biggest advice I would give is just stay hungry and learn. Just learn as you go and build meaningful connections with the people along your journey, because you never know when you might have to reach out to someone that you started your articles with for your first job. That networking aspect is so important as well. There's scenarios that I'm finding myself in today that I can reach out to some of my clients that I initially worked with when I started working to help me with current clients as well. So that connection and networking is important, and learn from people that you work with. There's people that have 30, 40 years experience over you. They've got valuable knowledge to hand over. And don't necessarily think that I'm the smartest person in the room. That doesn't get you far. Honestly, it doesn't. Rather be that person that is eager to learn new skills and new processes and put that into your memory bank, because that's how you progress in your career, is leveraging other people's skills.
Thank you so much. I know I've learned so much from you. Connection, networking. I mean, I know our viewers have learned so much from you. So that's it for today's interview, guys. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And if you feel like you know someone who will benefit from this interview, please share this video. And
well, definitely. They want to get hold of Outsource CFO for quotes or any accounting knowledge. Reach out to us to ocfo.com. Very easy, ocfo.com. Or we are on LinkedIn, we are on Facebook as well. Just search us, Outsourced CFO, on LinkedIn and Facebook, and our website is ocfo.com. We have lots of information on our website about CFO services, accounting services, integration services, and we've got blog posts as well explaining what the different services are. Go look at our website. There's a lot of valuable insight that can be provided to business owners, and it's just some knowledge to yet again store in your memory bank.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having us. We're privileged to be here today. That's it, guys. Until next time. Bye.